while now, I've been doing this thing where I use the random search on Wikipedia to design an album cover, and then I use the album cover as inspiration to write a song. And I love doing these types of challenges because the random limitations make it so I have to improvise. The first thing that we're going to do, we're going to jump into Wikipedia, and we're going to just go ahead and hit random. And usually I give myself 3 clicks of the random button. But we're going to try and make the first one work, and what we're going to do, let's see what we get. Russell, Trempealeau County, Wisconsin. So now what I do is I'll look at the page and try and find something that sounds musical. Chimney Rock. Sometimes you get like these kind of stub articles or you know, just a geographic location, and it doesn't have a whole lot to it, but we'll make it work. Northwest of Independence is kind of cool. I think that's what we're gonna do then. Northwest of Independence. That seems like, doesn't that sound like it means something? So I guess today we're gonna be making a song called Northwest of Independence. Independence referring to Independence, Wisconsin. So after that, what we'll do is we're going to jump over into Unsplash, which is this repository of free images, and it's honestly like just amazing quality images. Let's see what we find. Got some fireworks. And then at this point, once I'm on Unsplash, I'm really just looking for anything that I can work with and create a vibe or whatever. Like this car is cool. Sometimes you'll just find random images that are beautiful and they'll inspire something. And it really doesn't matter which images you pick. Sometimes we'll edit them heavily, sometimes we'll use them as is. But for the most part, we're just looking for pretty images. And that's kind of the trick to all of this. Wow, that's an amazing landscape. Colorado. Not quite Independence, Wisconsin. See what else we find. That's really cool. That is a beautiful texture. Photo by Samuel Schneider. This is also really cool, and they actually share the same colors. This bird is the same colors as well. That's really cool. Yeah, now that we have a color story, we'll go ahead and take these 3 images and drop them in Photoshop and start working on some fonts. So now that we've found our images, we're gonna go ahead and bring those into Photoshop. But let's really take a good look at them. So we got this one, that older lady. I really like this car. I want to straighten it out. Let's jump in here into the smart object. So we're going to go into the crop tool. Just to straighten this out real quick. Hit this little ruler here and draw a line. I mean, that's better. So now that we have our image here, let's take a look at the other ones. That's just really nice. And then this one. So now that we have our images in Photoshop, we're gonna go ahead and start dropping in some text. We use We use Arial just for now. At a good size font so we can see it. And what we ended up getting was Northwest of Independence. I'm gonna go ahead and take this little bird, cut him out. So let's just go ahead. We're gonna let's try the magnetic lasso tool first. Just saw someone using this and I didn't know it existed. So I wanna try it. Looks like it's doing an okay job there. Let's go ahead and just cut this bird out. I don't think it's gonna matter too much how rough it is. And I'm just gonna use the copy all layers command, which is Shift Control C. Copy paste that bird back in here. We're going to size it down. And I don't know, put him on the car. It's kind of all right. Kind of like that. It's kind of surreal. That's fun. Next part is going to be adding a bit of a drop shadow just to make sure that it looks like it's part of the same image. And then maybe we can start integrating our final image, which is over here. So kind of all I'm thinking with this part is we're just gonna take a crop of it and place it like right in the center. And all I'm looking for here is like kind of some lines, some flow. And the texture is already so good that it doesn't really matter what we do with it. Something funny happening there with the bird. So let's go ahead and edit the bird. Pump that contrast back in there. Usually just make kind of like an S-curve like this. Pump up the whites. I think maybe that is a little bit nicer. We're gonna go ahead and add some embellishments. I like to reiterate any of the color concepts that we ended up stumbling on. So something like this red kind of seems to occur in multiple spots. Let's add photo credits. And then we'll just drop in more little logos. So what we'll do, we'll just kind of like degrade everything all together so that we have a more cohesive image. And one of the ways that I like to do that is I'll generate some noise. All right, so yeah, there you have it. We got our bird sitting on top of this lady's car who has decided to stop where she's not supposed to, northwest of Independence somewhere. And we got these nice little textures going on. And yeah, this is gonna be our track. We'll jump over onto Logic and see what we can do there. Now that we are inside of Logic, we'll go ahead and lay down this little 4-bar progression so that we can start putting some other instruments over it. We ended up with 45 different takes of this super basic finger picking pattern. And that's all because I am not very good at the guitar, and we'll keep working on it. So all we're gonna do for the initial piano part, I'm just gonna play the same chords that I played on the guitar on the piano. And for now, we're just gonna go ahead and use the drum kit designer that comes with. that comes with Logic. And I'm not sure what I'm feeling for the drums, so let's just go ahead and play around with it for a little bit and see what we like. We're just going to go ahead and quantize everything so that it's nice and neat on the line. So now that we got our drum loop, let's just go ahead and stretch it along the entire timeline. I arranged everything together. I did a few things. One thing that we could add is definitely some birds. Just because there's a bird on the cover, gotta have some birds in the song. And let's just type in bird and see what we can find. The last thing I really want to do is add one more layer of guitar. We're gonna duplicate the track that already has the acoustic guitar settings on it. Alright, so it's been about a week since I finished the song. So let's go ahead and give it a listen. So yeah, there's plenty to work on, but I am happy that I gave it a shot. I tried doing the guitar and, you know. Anyway, if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate it. If you want to hear a better version of this song, here's a link to the Cannibal Holocaust main theme by Riz Ortolani. Or on the other hand, if you've had a stressed out day, go and check out the Marble Olympics. The 2019 Marble Olympics just started, and I think the last event was block pushing. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.